I was looking through this book called D.I.Y Magic, A Strange and Whimsical Guide to Creativity by Anthony Alvarado. And there's a certain part in the book where he was teaching a certain technique where you can trigger your subconscious mind to help you create or to help you manifest desires in your life. And it's a simple ritual that you do every single day to help prime your body and your mind and your soul align with your desires, especially before you're going to perform or create something. If you practice any kind of ritual, it doesn't matter what it is, but if it's something that you can practice every day that can help align your desires, to help you get into that right frame of mind to create or perform or manifest. And he said that there's examples of this. For example, in the NBA, there's basketball players, when they're warming up, they do certain things before they do a free throw. For example, they'll maybe move the ball around their body a couple times, or they'll dribble the ball a couple times and then rub their cheeks. Or there's a certain player that he was saying that would spin the ball on his fingers while repeating a certain secret mantra. And the whole point of this is to trigger your subconscious mind, to trigger your mind, body, and soul, so you can be primed and aligned with your desires, or so you can do your best performance or your best art or whatever you want to create. And this goes hand in hand with what I learned from The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. There's that three-step process, this loop, this habit loop: the cue, the routine, and then the reward. The cue is a trigger, and that's something that you can do every day, a ritual. And every time you do that certain ritual, it will trigger you to do that routine. And once you do that routine, you get to the reward, and then that reward would drive you to do it again and again every day. And he gave other examples. He said Beethoven, before he would write any music, he had to drink coffee, but not, it had to be specific. He counted the coffee beans. It had to be 60-something coffee beans before he would brew it, and before he would drink it, and before he would create music. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be as simple as going for a walk. It can be something as simple as listening to your favorite music. Whatever gets you into the right frame of mind to align with your desires, to get you to that point where you can do your best performance. Whether it be sports, music, art, or your job, your day job, whatever it may be. And it has to do, it can be anything. It could be as complicated or as simple as you want it to be. And he also said in the book that there are examples of this in history, like the Eucharist. For those who, I grew up Catholic, so I remember learning that before you pray, you do the sign of the cross. It's kind of like dialing a phone and connecting with God. I remember learning that as a kid, that doing a certain anything, that it can actually prime you to connect with the divine before you pray. It doesn't have to be the sign of the cross. It can be anything. It can be a simple breathing technique. It can be anything. That's what I like about this technique. But you have to pick something that's really, that resonates with you, and that you can do every single day, and that really helps you get into that right frame of mind and to align with your desires so you can manifest them. So the important thing to remember is that when you perform a ritual, just know that it's helping you align with your desires. And that ritual is the switch. It's a switch to put your manifestations on automatic. Just like Charles Duhigg said, that cue, that trigger, will get you to do the routine, and the reward is what drives you to do the routine. It's that whole loop. So find something that you can do every day that's a sort of ritual to help you manifest desires, and you'll be more successful with the law of attraction.